right, let's jump over to Rampage and talk a little bit about what is quite a significant roster of Team Canada players, past and present.
Yeah, you can see most of the time they've got Mergler and Snow in the corners. They are long-time members of Team Canada on the men's side. Multiple years representing the country. Same with Cam Renican, number 36 in the middle of your screen there. Richard Tom-Singh had his first year on the national team in Los Angeles. And then we've also got Kenneth Ng. He's been on Rampage for a couple of years now. High energy player beside him.
Fast rusher.
Yeah.
Fast rusher, Kenneth Ng.
And also very fast. Number 3 in the middle there, Nathan Zanke. He qualified on Mavericks and got picked up by Rampage for nationals here.
Mavericks, a team that's being coached by Team Canada head coach.
Yep.
Victor Gravelli.
And quite a few members of Mavericks, maybe even all of them, I'm not sure. We're playing in Humber College, one of those collegiate programs you were interviewing about earlier.
Yes, one of the 5 or 6 collegiate dodgeball teams out of the Ontario area.
Yeah, and Coach Gravelli, also the coach there. So, he's
long history with that player. And Zanke did an interview as well a little bit earlier, showing his interesting new technique for going down into a blocking position, which hopefully will come out in this playoff match.
Yeah, with the crossed feet.
The crossed feet, keeping your center of balance more level across your body. Getting your legs tucked in much further than you might normally.
And then flanking Zanke, well, not anymore, now that he's wandered over. Mark Zizravi, number 49. He has been an alternate for Team Canada as a member of Maple Leaf in 2017. He's been a fixture in Toronto for quite a while. And Kalen Estabrooks, he's windmilling his arms around a little bit as he warms up. Again, he was a part of Mavericks, got picked up by Rampage for this tournament. And he's proven himself a worthy addition to the team.
Mavericks, a team to look out for in coming years, I think, Terry.
I would imagine so. They're so young, they're probably only going to get better.
Tune in to the Dodgeball Federation, the Dodgeball, the Quebec Dodgeball Federation. Tune into their Quebec Cup live stream. You can check it out on YouTube. It was back in November. Mavericks versus Fury was the final match there.
Yep.
I apologize to anyone who's French that was listening to that. Terrible pronunciation.
I know we've been trying, but I think we're exposing that we don't get to practice it all that often anymore.
We did have a francophone that was willing to commentate some matches, and she was doing it for a little while until she lost her voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she'd been shouting on the court for a while before that.
That's right. It's hard to be a player and a commentator at the same time.
I do also want to shout out one member of Rampage who was not able to make it, Ryan Friedman. Also, long-time high-level player in Toronto.
Fantastic underhand throw.
Yeah, he's one of the few men. We don't see very many men throwing that underhand, but Friedman, in addition to a pretty capable overhand, he's got, I would say, the best underhand I've seen from a male player so far. Estabrooks also pretty capable with it. But
doesn't pull it out all too often, though. Yusuf and Zanke on the rushes. Zanke gets low under that ball to start the match off. Both teams will be at full power, 6 players each.
Yeah, and this is one of the few, well, actually literally the only time you're allowed to go over the center line is on that opening rush. Yusuf tagged out by Rampage.
Yusuf wondering which side of the court the out players have to go and stand on. There is a specific side that players who are out need to go and stand on, so there is no confusion about who isn't playing in the set.
Yeah, we've seen the officials remind the teams a few times, hey, get over here, not there. And Snow. Yep. Jeff Snow tagged out. I think he blocked the first one. He's doing the same thing as Yusuf there.
Wondering where to go. Looks like Jeff Snow just got a little bit of finger on that block there. Ball must have hit him.
2 balls towards Savard.
Getting low underneath that one.
He's doing the more classic blocking position of just folding himself up, tucking his head behind the blocking ball. Big pressure out of Zanke.
Powerful fakes there.
You saw those throws going toward Estabrooks. He just drops down, gets under it. That's been working for him in this tournament.
Important to have a good pair of knee pads, Terry.
Yeah, at least one. Some people wearing 2 pairs of knee pads. I myself in these days am doing that with just a little bit of extra cushion on your knees if you drop down hard.
I just stand there and get hit.
Yeah, that can be your thing.
Renican jumping up, twisting to the side, able to get past that first ball, but I believe it was Savard was able to get another one onto him while he was in the air.
Yeah, Renican's such a good catcher. You do want to put 2 balls on him whenever you can. This is Robbie's throw, not doing the damage he was hoping for.
Looks like Kevin Wu making a play call and coming up the middle with his team.
Yeah.
Lots of powerful fakes from both sides. Really liking how low Zanke is getting into that wide stance.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the wide stance makes it easier to drop and as well to push forward.
That's right.
It's a little bit more effort, but it's worth it. Ooh, that throw from Wu missing, and we see some back and forth going over the head of Savard. He fakes his Ravi to the ground.
And it is 4-on-4. Ball advantage belongs to Fury, which means they have to throw first. And they do.
Big ball
taking out
advantage.
Estabrooks after putting 3 balls on him.
I mean, there were no balls in hand for Rampage at that point. One gently rolling over to Fury that was on Rampage's side, but the rest in Fury's hands. Chris Wood grazed.
Wood calling himself out. Ranke raising a hand. Thank you very much for your honesty.
Yeah.
And of course, honesty very much an important part of the play at this level.
Ooh. Yeah, that must have been a finger block.
Yep. And Zanke returning the favor. Again, high levels of integrity from all players on this match.
Yeah, I've often told people, some rec players have said they didn't want to play competitively because they didn't want to see a bunch of tryhards cheating. I was like, that's not how most of the competitive players I've seen operate.
It was the exact opposite.
Yeah. Savard tagged out there. And I mean,
talked to all of the players that have ever come out of BC have said Nationals has been their best experience playing dodgeball because of the integrity of all the players involved and because everyone's so friendly and welcoming.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. I feel like as this community has grown to encompass all 10 provinces, that's what we want to see. Oh, and I think
This is Ravi checking with the opposing team. Looks like the line ref did call him out for a graze on the back there.
Tom Singh finally gets a ball in hand. He's going to be able to use that to block.
Tom Singh, excellent fast reversion into that blocking position down on his knees.
I think a big part of the reason he made the national team was just that. Ooh, well, that throw too. Now it's him and Andrusik. But yeah, Tom Singh very quick and decisive getting into the blocking position. Andrusik going low himself. Waits a little bit, finding his moment. I think that might have been.
Referee's trying to decide whether or not that was a catch. It may have brushed the ground before Tom Singh was able to get it under his blocking balls and in between his legs there.
Yeah, from my point of view, it looked like it hit at least one of his blockers and then went down, I think, bouncing into his grip. The refs want to make sure they get this right. They're going to check.
It's going to be a very close call, folks.
Looks like the call is that it was a bounce. No catch had, which means this point still going to be a one-on-one for the first point of finals.
And the match continues.
4 minutes off the clock so far.
Tom will put a blocker up. Tom Singh again trying for that catch. Unfortunately, doesn't make it.
But that was the position he forced himself into when he threw that second ball. I think he must have seen his shot that he liked, but once he missed, that freed up Andrusik to take his time, pick his spot, and hit his target.
That's right. It is perfectly valid to take that second throw and be aggressive at the front when the other player is trying to rush you. Unfortunately, it does mean that you will be unarmed when they rush if they are able to get past your throw.
Yusuf, the only one to get a ball. Zanke punishes.
Zanke.
It's a great shot. He made sure that he waited out the dodge from Yusuf, who is a explosive dodger.
That's right. Excellent forcing into position.
And there we see Jason Mergler evading a couple of throws by, again, going low, tucking his head behind the blocking ball. It's a good defensive option. We see a couple of shots toward Nguyen's that just miss. Some enthusiastic fans behind us. Maybe the mics picked that up. See a couple of shots going the way. Yeah. Savard is well tagged out. He's got a smile. I think he reached a little bit for that one.
I think he's going to be doing push-ups on the side of the court, too.
Yeah. I've been on a team where that was our thing. You make a dumb play. Not that that was a dumb play. Oh, and Andrusik just getting missed. Soro was tagged out a moment before, and Sizravi as well. Exchanged for Rampage.
Andrusik making the play call here.
And I think that one dropped just over Snow's head. Whew. Andrusik just missed by Mergler. 4 players to 3 in favor of Rampage right now, sporting a dark jersey for the medal rounds. Snow goes across to Andrusik.
He was able to get underneath it.
Oh, Mergler
tries to block that one, but Mergler is able to get it past his blocking ball just a little bit.
And I think Andrusik actually had a hand ready to maybe try and catch it as well, but no such luck.
Nguyen's making the play call. Wu drops one low, almost hits Jeff Snow in the foot, just doesn't quite make it there.
Yeah, but Nguyen's does find Jason Mergler on the opposite corner.
Really doing a fantastic job of blocking those oncoming balls from two very different angles.
And Rampage doing an amazing job of disguising it. You saw Ng in the middle. He ran up, shifted his direction, and then like his windup wasn't even the one that was getting let go into a throw. So
that's right. And Ng doing a great job of putting himself a little further up the court than Zanchi and Snow, meaning that it's much more difficult for the players on the opposing side to predict where the throw is going to come from. Looks like Rampage has taken the point.
Yeah, we saw that accuracy from Jeff Snow. He doesn't even wind up that much when he lets it go. It's just a quick snap.
Yeah, same with a few of the folks on Rampage's team. Kalen Estabrooks has a very quick release, as well as Jason Mergler, very famous for his quick release throw.
I'm looking at the quick facts. Did you know a team called West Coast in the women's division in 2016 won bronze?
I did know that, Terry. Don't know who it is, though.
Yeah, I don't remember. That was a little too far back in the mist of time for me.
Tom Singh hit off the rush, and Moody able to get over the opposing team's rush ball.
Yeah, it's well played. Fury, arguably the best team off the rush on the men's side. Rampage, no slouches there.
Absolutely not. Kenneth Ng, very fast rusher, and Zanke himself is as well.
There we
Ball
see
just
Mergler.
narrowly missing Mergler, who gets down into a great blocking position.
Mergler at that.
Fakes Yusuf, puts him down.
Mergler doing that stylized fake sometimes, or something a little more classic, and we see Jeff Snow and Savard exchanging.
And it looks like Savard did make a catch.
Yeah, but maybe tagged out or lined out as well.
Tagged by the other ball that was going past him at the same time, I do believe.
We see a couple of shots going toward Mergler, who is not able to jump and elude both. And we see Zanke just like, all right, if you're not going to flinch, I'm going to hit you.
Andrewzik calling his bluff there a little bit.
Yep. Fury's throw. It's Plurd taking it. Zanke gets low underneath, and Yusuf's going to take over that corner now. Chris Wood on the other side.
Ranican fires a shot towards Plurd.
Yeah, Ranikan's ball is tough to catch. Comes out hard, often has a curve on it.
Tough to catch, tough to gauge.
And that time it was Zanke throwing. Yusuf gets tagged by Ng. And Zanke protecting the team fiercely up to the middle.
We got Siro and Wood left for Fury now.
They've been playing together in tournaments for several years now. Good on-court chemistry.
And now with 4 balls, it will be on Fury to throw.
See Siro making the call.
Zanke putting some very convincing fakes in there, getting low underneath that ball, coming across court from Wood. Ng takes a quick shot on Wood, who manages to block it back past him, meaning that the ball will stay on his side.
Yeah, he was ready. That's good, because that was a quick release. See both teams electing to take quite a few of those cross-court shots. They're pretty confident in their throws.
Cross court increases the distance the ball has to fly in order to hit its target, but also has the added benefit of being harder to predict from the player it is incoming on.
Oh, nice block there by Siro on a big
Pushing
shot.
it right into the ground there.
Siro scrambles back, makes sure he's not over the line. One of the officials would have told him if he was. Wood goes hard.
That's right.
Going underneath Zanke.
We have 6 referees on this match, 2 in the middle that are doing most of the play calling, and then 2 line refs on either end of the court. They're there to make sure that nothing gets missed and also to ensure that no one steps on the back line. Again, lines are lava in this type of dodgeball. If you touch a line, you are out. You do not have to step entirely over it.
Yeah, not every line, but those bright blue ones on the outside of the court.
That's right, not every line.
Yeah.
There's a few lines. The one in the center, which is 30 feet equidistant from either end of the 60-foot court, is also not allowed to be touched after the opening rush. On the opening rush, you are allowed to go over that line. There's also 2 red lines that are 10 feet back from that center line on either side. Those are the lines that need to be crossed by the ball before it is active on any given set.
Yeah, if you throw that ball before it crosses that red line off the opening rush, it's definitely not going to count. Unless you get caught, then it is going to count.
It's inactive, and the referee will scold you sternly.
But actually, it is true that if you do get caught, I'm pretty sure that is still an out for you. That's your bad. Ranican confidently throwing. Wood charging.
Wood
Ranican.
trying to get Ranican. Ranican gets the best of that exchange.
Wood double checking. I like the play. I think that was worth taking. But
it was worth taking. When you're up on players, it's worth those aggressive shots. But Sarod trying, and Ranikan managed to get a ball off just before he's able to take his shot.
And I feel like I'm very used to seeing Cam Ranikan throw that drop curve on somebody who's squared up with them. He's confident in his timing, and his aim, and his curve. And he gives the edge to Rampage here. We're just over halfway through the first half with 9:30 remaining on the clock.
And we have 2 points for Rampage, 1 for Fury.
So I'm kind of expecting we probably won't see any more than a 2-point lead from either team. Should be tight all the way through.
They're very competitive with each other, and they know each other quite well, which means the matches are going to be very tight. Yusuf taking the pass back and deciding not to throw this time, leaving Fury with 3 balls. Ball advantage does rest with Rampage because they won the last set. Yusuf getting out of the way of that ball, thrown cross court again from Jeff Snow.
Yeah, he had Yusuf lined up, but Moody Yusuf was ready. Ooh, we see an attempt finding Estabrooks on the ground. I think that was a catch from Zanchi, though.
Yusuf pushes Estabrooks down in order for the counter, but Zanchi taking that catch. A new addition to the rules this year, it used to be that if you were caught back in, this is what the referees are talking about. Because there is a clarification to the rules, you don't necessarily have to be off court or making your way off court in order for the catch to count anymore. It used to be that you had to be entirely off the court, out of bounds, standing on the side before you could be caught back in. If someone made a catch and you were still in court, it didn't count. That rule has changed a bit recently, and I believe the referees are discussing just that thing right now.
Yeah, so if we're right that that's what they're talking about, it could mean that they're just talking about whether the ball that hit Estabrooks was dead, because he's not eliminated from play until that ball goes dead. And if the catch happened before that ball was eliminated from play, then Estabrooks would still be off.
In this level of fast-paced dodgeball, it is very difficult to track what's going on sometimes. That's why there are 6 referees here, to ensure the right call is made. Eventually, Terry, slow motion. We'll get it one day.
You mean slow motion replays or just slow motion?
Eventually slow motion. Very boring matches.
Interesting.
That's right. But everyone will know what's going on all the time.
And Estabrooks is still off. 6 members of Fury on. So maybe that means it wasn't actually a catch, too.
Rampage has advantage. Takes that shot on Savard, who gets up and over the ball.
Yeah, you see him keeping that blocking ball in front of him while he takes to the air, just in case he doesn't clear it. Snow goes low, threatening.
And Savard pushing over to protect, Sarod pushing over to protect Savard, who had let his ball go. Snow pushing up on him, and Sarod doing the appropriate thing, protecting his teammate there.
Zanke with a good block and trap again. Just making sure he keeps that ball and hands it off to a teammate.
Throw up and over that. Oh, it looks like Pludra is Plurd?
Plurd, yeah.
Plurd. Looks like Plurd has stepped on the back line there.
Yeah, I thought the whistle might have been for Sarod. He was missed by that ball, but yeah. That's why we have line refs in these matches too.
Cameron Ranikan trying to make that catch, just not quite connecting. Savard makes a catch. He was hit afterwards, which means he is out, but the catch does count.
Yeah,
Bringing Plurd back in.
And bailing out Yusuf in the process. 100% worth it. Tom Singh looks to be the target. Goes low and underneath. My prediction, Snow throws. 80% of the time that'll be correct, no matter the circumstances. See, there we go.
Snow has thrown, Terry. The prophecy has been fulfilled, just like yesterday.
That's right. Jeff Snow, very accurate throw. It's not a mistake when he throws. Ooh, comes real close to Sarod. We did see Tom Singh eliminating. Ooh. Tom Singh did eliminate Yusuf on the far side. That ball thrown toward Jeff Snow kind of rattled around his hands, but he couldn't quite squeeze it.
Couldn't quite make it. It looked like he was trying for that catch, though.
A couple balls.
Taking the shot at Tom Singh, which curves just a little bit at the very last minute and misses his foot.
And you see Richard Tom Singh electing to keep his torso upright so that he's got a chance to catch it. Now he tried for it there.
And again, upright torso, try and get that catch in.
Yeah, there are 2 different ways if you want to dodge low when a ball's coming in. You can bend at the hips, keep yourself real low to make yourself as small a target as possible, but then you're kind of pretty dramatically lowering the chances of making a catch. Tom Singh, on the other hand, likes to stay upright, and he's still lower than if he was standing, obviously, but he's got pretty good hands, and he gives himself a chance to make those catches that
That's
way.
right. It's sort of the half and half. Meet me halfway. I'm going to get a little bit smaller, but I'm also going to increase my propensity for a catch.
Yeah. But Fury increases their score. It is now 2-2 with 7 minutes remaining.
Looks like we're going to see something interesting off the rush from Fury this time.
Yeah, 2 players getting the
Mergler
pitch.
taking the shot. Moody gets up and over it. And it looks like Mergler was grazed afterwards, just on the foot.
Yeah, so Fury starting this point with the edge. I think Savard avoiding that shot. Ooh.
Jeff Snow getting hit. It bounces up. Ranican tries for the catch with one hand. Unfortunately, does not make it. It rolls off his fingers, meaning both of them are out. Down to 3 players on Rampage's side. Just seconds into this opening.
Yeah, Ranican sometimes able to haul that in with a single paw, but not this time, so he joins.
I would wager more often than not, to be quite honest, with his capacities. Estabrook saying that did get past his block and brush him on the thigh.
Yeah, so now just Zanke and Ing. They're coming up to the line. A throw toward Plurd.
Plurd's
gone.
trying for that catch. Unfortunately, just couldn't track it.
Yeah, it popped up kind of behind him. That was going to be hard to see. And now we see Jeff Nguyen's in the middle, calling the play.
Taking the shot at Ing.
And Zanke.
And Zanke was hit on the cross court at the same time.
Yeah, I like that mix-up from Fury. Often you see 2 balls going on the same target if they're let go at the same time, but there they elected to cross it up and take out their opponents and give themselves, I believe, their first lead of the match.
3 for Fury now and 2 for Rampage.
And we see Fury sporting what I believe is their secondary red jersey color for the medals here. Rampage in the dark. Estabrook's big shot goes low as Yusuf goes up.
And is able to hit Nguyen's off the rush.
Yeah, both of these teams very clean off the rush most of the time. Mergler just avoiding one.
Wow, Kevin Wu getting very low into that ball from Snow.
Yeah, we see on both teams, if you're going to dodge, you need to dodge.
Fully committed.
5 balls for Rampage now. They find Savard.
Savard calls himself out.
Yeah. Yusuf clearing a ball thrown his way as well.
Rampage still at a full 6 players versus Fury's 4 in this set.
Yeah,
all those shots just hitting the floor right before Kenneth Ing.
Yeah, he was still up. And he slides down on the ground. He's shadowing along with Estabrooks in case a catch opportunity comes up, but
Ranican catching Andrusik in the feet there.
Yeah, which is a good spot to aim on Will Andrusik because he catches an awful lot if you put it near his torso. And so now it is Rampage with a full 6 against 3 from Fury. Ending with the empty ball fake from the middle.
Wu taking a shot. Oh, Ranican was brushed there. Good honesty from him.
I think that was Kevin Wu saying thank you. Given a little honesty to see it return from the other team always feels nice. Not just because the selection committee is watching. They do care about the integrity of the players in the game. So.
And they do appreciate each other as competitors, as rivals. They are very friendly.
Even though it is very competitive. Wu Yusuf just spotting that ball from Snow. Wu Ing willing to take that shot.
Wu going down. Soro taking a shot at him.
Yeah, Soro putting that up high near the shoulder. Again, that's a very tough spot to actually catch a ball. So good placement from him. That ball finding Mergler in the knee as he goes up. Snow with that quick release. Missing Wu. Oh!
Soro trying for that catch, unfortunately not making it. It looks like Kevin Wu was hit on the back as it went over top of him into Soro's lap.
Yeah, so nice double out of Jeff Snow.
Moody Yusuf is the only one left on the court now. And he touches the back line. The referees call him on it. He slid just a little too far, millimeters too far by Moody Yusuf there.
I think when Moody looked back, his foot had been was off the line, but a moment before that, I did not see daylight between his shoe and the blue, so he's off. That is not the way you want to go down. You want to go down fighting if you can. But
absolutely. You don't want to fight with the line.
Yeah, you always lose, even though it's just a line.
You run out of energy fighting with the line. Savard following Nguyen's up.
Oh, Estabrooks, I think he snatched that one. You see a thumbs up from Savard.
Incredible catch.
I think he squeezed that between his shins as he went down. Can't be too mad about that.
The entire crowd lighting up for that play right there.
Snow hit out. Oh,
Nunes with a big headshot.
A little cartoony wobbly afterward. He's fine. He's just showing how it felt.
Yeah. He was a little cartoony wobbly before that too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Nunes a tall, gangly character out there, but he is a very good dodger and blocker.
Very good dodger and blocker, and the length of that arm means he's got a catapult of a throw.
Yeah, it's very accurate.
Absolutely.
Merkler with the Tai Chi fakes again.
And Andrzejczyk putting a little bit of a right spin on that ball, trying to get over top of Tom Singh, who just gets low enough to dodge it.
Now it's Rampage's turn. They go for Wood. Wood also kind of tucking down into a bit of a cross-legged position. I don't think he's actually crossing his ankles, but Tom Singh right up there on him.
Wood leaps up, just grazes him on the feet there.
You see, I think Rampage, more than any other men's team, is willing to challenge you right up the line even when they have the ball disadvantage. Tom Singh executing on that really well.
Esbrooks with a very powerful shot that Andrzejczyk is just able to get underneath there.
Yeah, nice release from Estabrooks, but Andrzejczyk reading it well and going low. He's a great catcher. He's probably going to have to, well, never mind.
Couple of hits on the back there.
Yeah, nice accurate throws from Rampage. We saw that an awful lot in their semifinal. Their accuracy is pinpoint.
We're now, I believe, 4 for Rampage, 3 for Fury. As we predicted, Terry, neck and neck.
Yeah.
And I expect it will be for the remainder of this match as well.
And I'm still impressed with the energy, the accuracy, the power still in the throws from these players, because it is the last match for men's on a 3-day grueling tournament.
The way that they've had to work their bodies this weekend already, impressive as it is, to be doing this on a Sunday after a Friday and Saturday full of dodgeball, basically 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Pretty incredible. The amount of athletic skill, the amount of endurance you need to have in order to compete in these tournaments.
And sometimes the amount of time you spend with one of the RMTs who are here in the building.
Indeed. Dodgeball Ontario did pay for some RMTs to come and attend their teams this year.
Yusuf hit up in the shoulder as he went low. Didn't quite manage to get under it or catch it. Kind of stuck in between there on a good throw. Mergler with the fake. Kenneth Eng with a low.
And Pluter connecting with Estabrooks, but looks like Andrzejczyk and Pluter were taking other. I apologize to Pluter for getting his name wrong so many times in a row.
He won't mind.
I actually found him earlier in the tournament and said it to him in person. He seemed to be okay with it, but maybe not after the 5th time. Come on, commentators, what are you doing?
I think
Ranican with a fantastic catch.
Kevin Wu just kind of an oops.
Puts his hands on it. Wu thought that Ranican wasn't paying attention. Ranican turns around and swipes it out of the air.
I think he was hoping that Ranican was actually going to stay facing away as he retreated, but Ranican, maybe a sixth sense, maybe that was his plan all along, spins around and snares it.
Yeah, there's been a few players doing that recently, and it's quite an interesting tactic. Terry, what you're looking at right now, I know the viewers at home can't see, but there's a hockey tournament going on this weekend as well, just across the way, and a bunch of the hockey players look like they've come to watch the final match. Estabrooks being called out on that hit. It looks like it hit his knee there.
Yeah, he did the right thing, checked with the refs. He wasn't sure. The refs are looking right at you most of the time when that happens, so they can let you know what happened.
That's right.
Ooh, good
Really
shot.
Getting low over Mergler's throw there. Merglick.
King avoiding that shot. And we see Yusuf sliding over to cover the corner after Wood let go. And we see, oh, nice grab on Jeff Snow by.
Fantastic catch by Savard.
Alex Savard gripping that ball tight.
I want to point out just something that Ranican did there. While he was in the process of throwing, he actually tilted his head sideways because he saw a shot coming from the other direction. Yep. Managed to get out of the way of it. That was a great anticipatory dodge by Ranican. And the buzzer has sounded, meaning it's 5-3 going into sudden death to end the first half of this match.
And that means the balls are going to be split again. 3 to a side. No blocking allowed. Yeah, building a little bit on what you said, Ranican displaying the good peripheral vision and awareness, just as important as a lot of other types of athleticism.
Mergler going for the catch. Balls go right over top, and he keeps his balance, staying in bounds.
Yeah, just had to wave his hands a little to kind of help. Lured playing up. I think he screens Wu a little bit too.
Well, he's trying to go for that catch. Making it 4-on-4.
So now we see Fury coming on offense.
Mergler taking a hit there.
Yeah.
Looking up to try and see if the ball had popped up. It did not, unfortunately, but it was the right thing to do.
Look how low Ing is getting.
Paying very close attention to Yusuf. And taking a shot at him as soon as he gets his hands on a ball, Yusuf able to get up and over it. Very instinctual dodger, as I've mentioned earlier in this tournament.
Ranican tracks that one down. Does get tagged.
Make the catch. Not sure if it's going to count. Oh, Wood's calling himself out on it. That's right. So, yeah, it did count.
Yeah, Estabrooks returning to the floor.
And 5 balls for Rampage.
Yusuf, yep.
Gets past Estabrooks' ball, but Ing catches him when he's coming down off the jump.
More and more people from that hockey tournament appear to be in here taking a look.
They're just piling in. If only you could see it at home, folks.
Eric Cerudo doing ball retrieval duty, gets hit in the head. He's fine.
Nugent's passing the ball over to Savard.
Estabrooks with that rocket. Everybody missing there. All right, goodbye, hockey.
The hockey players are filing right back out. Apparently not cold enough in here for them.
Yeah. And, ooh, Savard and Nuyens just not quite finding their shots. I mean, neither a Rampage for the last couple of exchanges. We'll see if the next volley changes things. Oh, wow.
Nuyens going underneath Estabrooks and countering him right on the throw.
And I think Savard with a low catch
Savard
as well.
makes a fantastic catch.
Tom Singh as well.
Singh with an amazing catch. Does get hit directly afterwards. It might have bounced off the ball, but of course it is sudden death, which means no blocking. Jeff Snow is brought back in. Nuyens versus,
Snow with that accuracy, that quick release. Nuyens takes it. Snow kind of splitting.
Tripping a little bit over the ball. Snow putting his balls up to block.
I think Snow saying it didn't.
Saying it didn't touch the ball, but the referees did blow the whistle.
Yeah, I think Snow is actually saying, hey, I blocked it. Maybe forgetting.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. As soon as he realizes it's all in good spirits, he's fine with it. He was just not sure what had happened there.
Yeah, a bit of a, whoop. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Which has happened a couple times in this tournament so far.
Yeah, so good finish there on the half from Fury. They closed the gap to a 1-pointer. 5-4, still in favor of Rampage.
Or, for those listeners in Quebec, Rampage.
I'm sure that's exactly how they say it. I'm pretty sure on these jerseys, Rampage sporting all the monsters from the classic video game of the same name.
Yeah, and last year they did have the Rampage monsters as well, one every day, I believe.
They also had the Toronto skyline on their jersey. Getting out ahead of that trend mentioned recently in the Dodgeball Family Facebook group.
Of putting skylines on your jerseys.
What if you're just from, like, the middle of Saskatchewan?
Well, then you know what, Terry? You're asking questions that are too hard to answer.
No, then your skyline is just a flat line. It's easy.
Right, so it's just a straight line on the jersey, which means your jersey is just 2 different colors, right? It's just
That's
a
right.
block of color on top, block of color on the bottom.
Yeah, most jersey designs a little more interesting than that. See Fury's jersey, I believe designed by Curtis Teagues, a dodgeball player out of Ottawa. Rampage's jersey, I don't know who designed that, but...
So going into the second half here, Terry, it's still an incredibly difficult match to predict. I remind the viewers at home, Fury and Rampage did meet in the finals of the Dodgeball Ontario provincial qualifiers for this year, and Fury did come out on top after a very close match. Every time these two teams meet, it is an extremely close thing to watch, and also some of the best dodgeball. They're pushing each other so hard. The level of skill, the challenge that each player on the court has to rise to makes it so impressive to observe this match.
Yeah, because so many of the players on each side can throw really hard. I'm pretty sure everybody can do at least 100 kilometers an hour. And almost everybody has a curveball of some kind. Everybody can block well, dodge well, catch well, run well.
Very well-rounded players.
Nuyens hit and rolls out to the sideline. He looks a little sad, but it's hard to avoid those throws from so close.
Estabrooks getting very high in the air but getting tagged in the process.
I like how he committed to the dodge, though, kicking his legs out to the side.
That's right, lifting his arms at the same time as well, just to get that little extra height, a bit more hang time. Savard with a fantastic catch there. Ranikan walking off, smiling. He knows it was a good catch.
And that's what we mean by not every catch is intentional, but Savard doing a great job of making only one place for that ball to land when it hit him where it
did. That reactionary catch, putting himself in a good position and then capitalizing on it with reactions built from years of playing dodgeball.
We saw Snow as well with a tremendous shot, hitting Wu when Wu was low on the ground. Snow switching arms.
Soro calling himself out. Jason Mergler brushed him there.
Mergler threatening again.
4-on-4.
This is Ravi now, in for Rampage. Swaps corners a couple of times, castling with Jeff Snow.
Just deciding exactly what to do there. Keeping the other team on their feet.
Yeah, they're like...
Am I throwing at Snow? Am I throwing at Ravi? Who knows?
Snow hooks that one around towards Savard. Wants to get him back.
I'll tell you what, Terry, if you make a play call at the back of the court and you move forward and you said we're going to throw at number 2 and all of a sudden number 2 moves to be number 4.
Oh, my goodness.
You're confused. Which one am I throwing at?
And Mergler tagged out. Fury with the 4-on-3 edge. Andrusik looking over towards Snow.
Snow getting low into that one. Savard dropping down in the throwing motion.
Oh.
This is Robbie going for the catch as well.
Yeah.
Really liked what I saw from Savard there. That was the, I need to throw, but I know there's a throw coming at me. I'm going to fall flat to the ground during the course of my throw. Keeps his momentum forward, which means there's not much power coming off that throw. That is to say, it's still a very powerful throw, not much power being lost. But at the same time, dropping low, getting into that dodge without having to go in 2 motions. Does it all in one.
Yeah. Snow was only maybe 12 or 15 feet in front of him, so Savard able to connect on that shot as Snow also went low. Wood wobbling a little bit.
Decides to take the shot after all.
Yeah, Zanke, though, had time to set up and block.
Cleanly blocked by Zanke.
But that ball, when blocked, went right back over to Fury's side, so they're going to be on the throw. They go across. Snow getting low and avoiding it. Ooh, on the screen, Soro hit out.
Screen, that's the Unions ducks down, and Soro can't see the ball until just a moment before it hits him.
Yeah, that's one of those things where often the player up ahead is going to try and protect the team, and the players behind him are going to try not to be directly behind him so that they can see throws coming in.
When it's 6 players still on the court, it is difficult. There's not many places to go where you're not in somebody else's way.
Fluid tag there. Mergler threatening everybody on Rampage. Still alive. Estabrook's moving up to protect the team. Sees he doesn't need to and backs up a little bit to plan.
You'll often notice as a match progresses, as there's less players on the court, the players that are left will open up their movements much more. They'll fake more heavily, they'll throw more heavily, and they'll jump around a lot more because they just have the places to go. When there's 6 players on the court, you don't want to get in the way of your teammates. So usually your options for dodging are reduced at least a little bit, to up and down, a little bit side to side.
Yeah, generally a lot more vertical when there's still 6 members on the court at once.
That's right.
Mergler practicing a bit with his going low and backing up a bit because he backed up a little too much and found the back line. And referee's talking again. Inviting Captain Ranikan over, I believe co-captain, with Jason Mergler. They're talking a bit with the refs. That is Ian Asang and Phil Florak out of Ottawa. As we mentioned before, Ottawa has a lot of community reffing going on. Each team in their draft league will have to provide refs at various points during the season. I think Ranikan, not sure what he's telling his team. I'm going to imagine he's saying, hey, just make sure you stay calm.
He said, guys, keep your mouths shut.
I'm told he said, guys, keep your mouths shut. And that is what you want to say toward your teammates if they're giving lip to the other team or to the referees or, you know, just generally. You want to make sure that it stays calm, cool, and collected. Now Coach Kirkpatrick over there talking, probably getting the same message relayed. Even if it wasn't one of the teams that was as much of an issue in the moment, both teams are going to get told. Most
of the time, in these friendly matches, and I'm saying friendly because these teams know each other well and they are friends. People can get passionate. People shout a lot. It's important to be passionate, otherwise you're not going to be very skillful, right? You got to put a lot into what you're doing. So it's understandable when you get excited, when you're shouting out things, but sometimes the referees say that's enough. You got to calm it down just a little bit.
Got to keep it respectful. You see a nice little slider from Ranican over the head of Yusuf. And right before that, Fury connecting on a bunch of shots and taking out 3 members of Rampage. And Drusik just avoiding that ball. Kind of thing coming close.
Looks like there's 4 balls on the side of Fury.
Ranican's going to throw. I mean later, just not right now.
He will eventually throw, Terry. You are absolutely correct. I don't see anything wrong with that sentence.
Thank you. Now, guaranteed this is going to be it. He goes across, Andrusik getting low, and I don't even think he saw the ball. Ooh,
Nguyen's trying to get out of there. Moody Yusuf with a phenomenal catch bouncing off of Andrusik. Ing looking up, not sure what happened. Yeah. He's realizing that he's out because of just a fantastic catch by Moody Yusuf there.
Yeah, I think he knows he hit Andrusik, but maybe didn't track the ball as Yusuf did, so Ranican by himself. There's that throw.
One of the problems with the excellent tactic of throwing and then flying into the ground to try and dodge the incoming ball is that you don't see much of what's happening after you let go of your ball. Ranican trying for the catch.
Got the third one, but the first two got him too.
But by that time, there were 2 other balls that had hit him and touched the ground, meaning he was out.
Yeah, so now Fury retaking the lead, 6-5.
Just inching back and forth. This is a game of millimeters, Terry.
Yeah, we're mixing imperial and metric here. That's what kind of game it is.
This is a game of liters as well. Liters of sweat on the court.
That's why they have towels at the ready. Thompson
managing to pass it back to somebody. It wasn't probably not the anticipated recipient.
I think it popped up a little more than he meant. He was fast getting to the ball, though.
He was indeed fast and did not suffer for the pass back there. Both teams still at full power.
Savard faking. Ooh, Estabrooks hooking that ball around, but everybody on Fury had cleared out of the way of that before it got there. It's Fury's turn. It's Chris Wood throwing toward Mergler. Counter from Snow, missing Wood.
Just underneath him.
And because Snow threw last, Fury's going to have to throw again. 3-2 being called a couple of times. Plurd takes the shot.
Tom seeing, just asking if he was hit, and everyone agreeing he was not. Again, very amicable interaction between the 2 teams here.
And we saw Plurd making the universal symbol for bounce.
And Andrusik taking a shot. It brushes Ranican and then connects with Jeff Snow on the way out of the court as well. That's a double hit.
Yeah, if it bounces off your teammate and then hits you, that isn't out. Andrusik hit on the return. I think that was Mergler's ball.
Yeah, Mergler takes a counter on him. Well, he's distracted by blocking another ball from the furthest possible angle away. Very good time to try and prey on your opponents.
You see Fury again doing a good job of disguising who was throwing. That time it was Soro on the right side of your screen. Plurd's going to take over the corner from him. Savard in the other corner. Playing defense now. Estabrooks lets it go.
Good block by Savard.
Rampage electing only to throw 1 of their 4 balls so that they can keep 3 on defense for their 4 players. Ooh, Mergler.
Calling himself out. Mergler leaping to try and make that catch. Unfortunately, does not make it.
Yeah, a little too far out of bounds for him to get there. Dan Plurd.
Estabrooks getting low, staying out of the way of that ball.
Yeah, Plurd calling the shot.
Saying, I'm going to take the center position now.
Yeah, I think Tom Singh very comfortable there. Zanke close on the shot from Wood.
Just hits the ground right before his leg.
Yeah, Nathaniel Zanke pick up for Rampage. He's been proving himself. So is Estabrooks with throws like that. Even
Kevin Wu jumps into that throw and has a bit of a look on his face.
Yeah. So Plurd did get hit, but he did also get that ball for his team. That is a risk you got to take sometimes.
And it's down to 3 players on each side now.
You can't protect each other if you don't have balls in hand, so I'm sure the teammates appreciate the sacrifice. That is a pop-up catch.
Wu catching that ball that bounced off of Wood.
And Wood maybe getting hit by another. I think that's what the ref is saying. But once again, we see Fury with very good awareness on those team catches. I think they've had
indeed
several more than Rampage here.
And Wood accepting his fate, saying, I'll go off no matter what the refs are saying.
Yeah.
And again, asking the referees, do you need me? And they say, no, thank you, Cameron.
Yeah. Oh, a quick note during this break and play. Once again, we want to give a shout out to some of the sponsors of this event, Murphy's Hospitality Group and Charlottetown Tourism, helping to make all of this dodgeball possible here in Charlottetown, PEI.
PEI, of course, meaning Prince Edward Island.
Mm-hmm. I've seen the island. I haven't seen the Prince.
Looks like play is about to commence back here.
Yeah, the refs not just talking shop, they were talking about something. Kirkpatrick getting the word as well and just kind of nodding in agreement, I think.
Nesbrooks and Zanke, two of the newest players on Rampage,
Yep,
holding down the fort for the rest of this set.
Members of Mavericks during the tournament in Ontario, but picked up as individuals after Mavericks not able to qualify as a group. 6 balls in hand for Fury. Estabrooks tagged.
3 balls going to Nesbrooks, making sure that catch is as difficult as it could possibly be to make.
Zanke making their job of hitting him difficult because he pretty nimble, pretty good at blocking.
Very dodgy player. And maybe now we'll see. Well, Zanke still got 4 balls, needs to make a shot.
Yeah, he's got that good lefty throw.
Goes low at Wu, who manages to get into a position to avoid it. And now we're seeing Zanke go down into his cross-legged protection position. That's an excellent example of a spicy new tech, Terry, in the dodgeball world.
Nice straight shot that Andrusik just can't quite block. Yeah, I'm going to try that after this tournament, see if I can actually get up if I sit down that way.
Yeah, look, see him doing it. He's going down. Manages to stay much more balanced than you usually would when you're on your knees.
Yep.
Also a lot less damaging to your knees. Much more, of course, damaging to your ankles.
Yeah, pick your poison perhaps. He pops back up, unloads at Wu.
Takes a shot at Wu, who just gets underneath it.
Yeah, great
Almost
dodge.
breaking his nose into the floor, but I'm sure that he's got exceptional control in his core that keeps him off the ground there, getting as low as he possibly can without hurting himself.
Charge counter from Wu. Takes it. Zanke hit on the second shot, I believe. Siro tagging him on the back.
Off the back, and Zanke was as low as he could possibly be there. I think that's what his team is telling him right now, giving him high fives. Not for lack of trying. Very, very excellent dodging from Zanke on that set, and some great throwing from the other side.
Yeah, if you are going to dodge that way, yeah, be careful. I've seen players bash their chins, foreheads, and teeth on the floor before.
The tooth one.
Oh, yeah.
It's not fun.
Nope. That's not what you want to chip. Wood very quick. That one pops up.
Ranican going for the catch.
I think Mergler hit in the
Mergler
back.
was hit in the back. I believe the referee is calling exactly that. It will be 5-on-5 after Nuyens wipes some sweat off the court.
Yeah. Ranican, however, managing to track down that pop-up. So, and I think Nuyens was hit out as well.
Oh, all right. So it's 4-on-5.
Yes, Rampage, even if they lost one, still going to take it, I'm sure. That throw from Ranican bends towards Savard, but a little over.
Savard making himself as threatening as possible. Now it is on Rampage to throw again.
Snow that takes it. And now you're going to see Rampage try and protect that ball. Ah, never mind.
Rampage just lets them have that one.
Making a liar out of me.
A little gift for Fury in the middle of this match right here.
Snow, oh, that second
Snow
ball got him.
gets the good block on the first one, but admits that he was clipped a little bit on that second one. And Moody Youssef raising a hand to thank you for your honesty there.
Yeah, the players always appreciate that honesty. You give it to get it, too. Youssef, a little bit of a contortion to keep his balance. Meanwhile, Andrusik walking off as he did get hit. Fury coming to the line. Little underhand.
Nice little underhand from Siro there.
Savard shaking his head a bit because he knows Ranican had that in his hands and just couldn't quite hang on. Drywall hands failing him there.
Drywall hands, is that what he's called?
Yeah, I think he works as a contractor or something like that. I've always heard his hands referred to as the drywall hands, and that's part of why he catches so well. Tom Singh, that one bouncing before he traps it. Ooh, they're going to talk.
Going to have a little conversation about it.
See a big smile on Youssef's face.
This will be a quick decision from the referees here before we continue on with
a congregation of refs, a quorum of refs, maybe a parliament of refs.
A murder of refs.
It's come up before. I'm not sure what to call them. That's what we need some official dodgeball terminology for right there.
Yeah. Note for Alex Svetlovsky. Put that in the rules. What's a gathering of refs called? Is it a gaggle? Is it a herd?
Is it a thunder? I think
I like quorum myself.
So that was Tom Singh making a catch. That's the signal from the refs. Great job from him. Another low grab. Siro,
Siro getting clipped on the upper arm there.
You see him follow through in his blocking motion and just
Savard taking a shot there.
Oh, wow. Nice shot from Mergler.
Mergler cross-court hit onto the foot.
And I think Savard looking over at the ball retriever saying, like, hey, I needed that sooner or cleaner or something like that.
Bringing it back to within 1 point difference here. 7 for Fury, 6 for Rampage now.
Yeah, so still so far, each team has had a 2-point lead at some point, but not any more than that.
And off the rush, we see Wood taking it.
Yeah, Wood the only one to get it cleanly.
Taking his time deciding. Ranican trying to punish him for it and just missing the mark by a very slight margin there.
Yeah, and Robbie clearing over the ball that was tossed his way. Fury's throw coming in from Wu this time. Mergler gets underneath. Fury and Rampage, 2 aggressive team names. 2 aggressive styles of play sometimes.
Mergler showing some excellent flexibility, getting that low into a dodging position for someone of that size.
Yeah, and we also see Tom Singh as well, getting down quickly. Once again, Ranican with about 100% of the facial expressions on Team Rampage, exchanging polite words with Nubians, and I mean that, polite words.
Bonsoir.
Yeah. Showing off your mastery of the French language again.
Yeah. Notice how I said that the Canadian way.
Shot from Wood going high, shakes his head with a grimace a little bit. And Savard, I think, tagged. I think he's checking with Snow to make sure. Snow saying, yeah.
Head referee Ian Asang saying, you know what? I'll eliminate any question from it. You got hit.
Yeah. Ref's call is the right call. That one going real close between Yusuf and
Nguyen's
Wu.
very expectant of that cross-court counter from Mergler. Whips right around when he thinks it's coming. Mergler getting with that fake.
We see a shot finding Ranican. He laughs a little bit as he goes off. He's going to have to go to the other corner, but he wants his water first. I don't blame him. Oh, nice shot on the He's showing a little ooh face. These players appreciate the skills shown by their opponents sometimes. That's always nice. Yusuf, yeah.
Calling himself out.
Once again, we see on the other side this time, Mergler showing the appreciative thank you hand. Mergler hit.
Mergler saying he got hit on the hand there.
Yeah, and I've seen Mergler do that a lot. Like last year at Nationals, there was a throw I put on him. I thought he blocked it super clean, and he just, nope, walked off. Super honest player. It's the only way I'm going to get him off is if I think I got him cleanly and he takes himself off.
That's right. He has to let you hit him.
That's right. Snow not being allowed to hit Kevin Wu. And there we see Zanke. We know he's aggressive. He takes that one onto Wood. Wood's been hit that way a couple of times.
Wood tried to get up and over it, just not quite in time there.
And now Zanke rewarded for throwing that last ball. Oh, wait. He gets another one. He gets some help from Sizravi. Zanke taking the corner, but yeah, Sizravi taken out by Plurd. See, once Zanke realized 2 balls were on his side, he was running over to the corner, trying not to screen his teammates.
Kevin Wu, excellent lateral dodging there. Going up and sideways, making it more difficult in 2 directions for him to be hit.
And 2 shots. I like how Kevin Wu's throw was designed to get Tom Singh to dodge, and then Plurd able to follow right away, trying to maximize their chances of a hit. Wu, a little awkward going down, but
manages to fall over while still keeping that blocking ball up, though.
Yeah, eyes forward, blocking ball up.
Knows what's important.
Yeah, what's important is hitting out Cam Ranican.
And very intuitively anticipating that Ranican was not going to fake, but was rather going to throw, taking the counter right away.
And you saw the timing from Wu there was perfect. Ranican was still following through.
Wu really pushing hard in this set. Very excellent playing from him.
Yeah, the best defense is sometimes a good offense. Sometimes it's also just dodging. And Rampage so far focusing most of their attention in this 3-on-2 on Kevin Wu. And they're electing often to go toward Tom Singh.
Takes the hit, or gets a hit.
Yeah, Plurd takes the hit.
Plurd takes the hit.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Wu dances across the court, calls himself out being hit in the ankle there.
The point of acknowledgement over to Snow. saying, yeah, you got me.
And Rampage has tied it up again 7-7 here in the gold medal match of the 2019 Canadian National Dodgeball Championships here in Prince Edward Island, sponsored by Murphy's Hospitality Group.
Yeah, lucky sevens for both teams. But whose luck will hold up and whose will run out with this 5.5 minutes to go?
We'll find out soon. Thank you with a very quick rush up.
A lot of back and forth. Wood hit out as well. This is Ravi there at the block. Savard got tagged. I didn't even see by who or by whom.
By whom? Now 6 players still on Rampage with 4 left for Fury.
And Drusic
right up and over that one.
He saw that one coming, even though it was from the opposite side of the court.
Tries to block it. Just rolls off his head, I think, a little bit after he blocks it.
Yeah, disappointing after you deal with the cross-court shot to get hit by the straight-on shot. And there's some conversation.
It looks as though... Has a timeout been called? I saw someone put their tee up, but...
I don't think that was a timeout. I'm not sure what the stoppage was.
3 left for Fury here. But Yusuf takes the shot on Snow. Sails just a little bit past his foot there.
Now Rampage again on offense. Just missing Yusuf. Woo. And Mergler. Ooh, wow.
Oh, no.
So both teammates trying to save Mergler in the team catch, and I think a couple of balls just bouncing just before.
Just before them, and from the angle that we're looking, it could have been a hit or it could have been a miss, and we wouldn't be able to tell, but looks like it was just on the floor right in front.
Yeah, I'm screened by the players. Yusuf, that quick release towards Snow.
The problem is, Terry, we need the players. Otherwise, there's no dodgeball.
We need the balls, too.
That's right. Well, you could jump around. Still good exercise, but a lot less interesting.
No, we just call that dodge.
Snow takes a strong hit.
Ranikin knew he wasn't going to get to that ball in time.
But does knock out Nguyen's in the process. It's down to 3 for Rampage and 2 for Fury now. Fury really fighting back after being at a fairly significant deficit earlier in this set.
And Yusuf checking it. Yeah, I think Tom Singh's ball did get him. It didn't bounce. But, yeah, that's what the refs are for. Sarow by himself takes a throw.
Tries to curve it over top of his expected block from Ranikin.
Spencer, big, greasy Sarow.
Big, greasy Sarow. Putting some grease on those throws.
Yeah, and Tom Singh putting a throw on his shoulder. And Fury back in the lead. It's back and forth.
I believe it's Rampage in the lead now.
Did I say Fury?
Yeah. 8 for Rampage and 7 for Fury.
Yeah. Rampage did take that last point, so they go ahead 8-7. 3:22 remaining in the gold medal match.
Extremely tight match here, Terry.
And this isn't the only gold medal match. Shortly following this, you will be able to see the women.
That's right. Valkyrie versus Kickass. Again, not entirely, but sort of a Toronto-Ottawa matchup.
Yeah, Kickass is almost entirely based out of Toronto.
We got Veronica Baird out of Hamilton, and Gerard is, where is she?
Ottawa.
Ottawa, okay, so...
the greater Ottawa area.
The greater Ottawa area.
The suburb of Orleans.
Orleans. Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Not even New Orleans. They probably named that one in Louisiana.
Original Orleans. Yeah. And then on the Valkyrie side of things, I think most players from Ottawa on that team, correct?
Yeah, I think the only one who isn't, who's at this tournament is Jocelyn Taylor, who I think calls London home these days.
London, Ontario.
Taylor picked up as an individual who was playing for a team called Reigns during the Ontario Provincials. One of those formidable softball players with a wicked underhand throw. But back to this. Oh, we see a wicked jump from Zanke to clear that ball.
Fantastic jump from Zanke. Again, very excellent positioning, whipping those feet back up during the jump to make sure you get that extra little bit of height, that extra little bit of hang time.
I'm going to call it Zantastic.
Zantastic. That's the key to good playing.
We're going to make these word plays happen. Close call from Ranikan to Savard. Savard smiling. Ranikan probably smiling as well. He usually is. That curve ball from Savard is missing Snow. Snow like, hey, you better pay attention.
Rampage advancing now. Tom Singh takes the shot on Yusuf, who ducks low, managing to get around it. Wood keeping that ball inbounds before the Shagger can get to it. Passes it back to the rest of his teammates.
And that one from Kevin Wu
Great
finds Jeff Snow.
no-look throw onto Jeff Snow from Kevin Wu.
Snow not even reacting all that much. He might have been caught off guard. This is Robbie taking over that corner.
Very convincing faking or misdirection from Kevin Wu there.
They call him Mr. Direction? Wait,
Miss.
I'm not sure how to make that work. Let's leave that one alone. Renican not left alone by the throws.
Four players left now in Rampage versus the 6 still on Fury.
Yeah, Chris Wood tagged out, not able to block that one. Mergler's throw can be tricky, and it's let go quickly, so hard to block. And Drusik puts it just over Mergler, who folds down real low, showing off that flexibility you were talking about before.
And that flexibility, he's got to be doing a lot of stretching, keeping those quadriceps, those hamstrings loose so that he can get down to that blocking position as well as he possibly can.
And Drusik tried to get his hands on that, but that's why I like the shot placement, just outside the hip. Tough spot to catch.
Zanke just getting past that one. Tom Singh taking a hit from Savard.
Yep, good heads-up play by Savard, knowing who he had as a target available and connecting on that throw. Let's see the Fury players distributing the balls to their preferred throwers in this situation.
Wu making a call. Savard taking the cross court at Mergler, who's able to block it.
Yep. Mergler doing well to get low with the ball out in front of him. That ball coming back in play from somewhere far away. Ooh.
This is Ravi taking a shot at Wu, who...
and Savard hitting the back line, unfortunately.
Oh, there's a line call on Savard.
Yeah, I could hear the whistle from the back line judge go off just before Wu got tagged. And I think both teams being told to go back to the back line. Both teams a little bit smaller than before. Just 2 members of Fury left, Yusuf and Soro. There's a throw from Sizravi, just going a little bit high and wide on Soro. That ball getting protected by Zanke. Soro wants to contest it as well. Mergler keeping him off balance with the cross
Taking
court.
that fake that Soro actually gets into a dodge, almost. But gets his feet down in time to realize it's not a dodge. Realizes it's not a dodge and puts his feet down in time.
And I like that blocking form from Soro. You could also see his hands getting low under the ball to try and make sure they stay out of the way. No finger block going to happen if you...
Takes a cross-court shot, just whips past Mergler there, very close.
And there's a shot from Mergler that is blocked by Yusuf.
Raises his ball to indicate, I blocked it with this ball.
Yeah, we see 2 shots snapped towards Soro. The first one got him off the blocking ball and down into his leg. And so
Terry, it has gone to sudden death.
Yeah, and here's what's interesting is with those, that pair of throws that eliminated Soro right before sudden death, I think it's just Moody Yusuf remaining on the Fury
That's
side.
right, just Moody Yusuf versus 3 players on Rampage. If Fury is able to get this point, if Moody Yusuf is able to pull it off and hit out 3 players on Rampage, which is, in fact, a tall order.
Yeah, and if...
but definitely, if there is a person to do it,
yeah,
Moody Yusuf. If he is able to do that, it will bring it to a tie game, which means that will be time added going to overtime.
That is correct. Whereas if Rampage can close this out using their 3-on-1 player advantage, that's going to be a gold medal for them. I think actually several gold medals, 1 for each player.
That's right. 8 or 9 gold medals.
Consolation prize of silver medals, not too shabby, although that's not what anybody's playing for at this point.
No, that's correct. And Fury have been vying for this gold medal for a few years now. Really hoping to come out strong with their win from the Ontario Provincial Championships. We'll see if Moody Yusuf is able to pull it off. And like I said, if there is someone that's able to do it, it's Moody Yusuf. Fantastic dodger, and in sudden death, when you cannot rely on your blocking abilities, Moody Yusuf is who you want to have representing your team.
One little rules note for everybody. We have mentioned a few times that the 3 balls are split between the 2 teams. One quirk is if there's one player who's probably only going to hold 2 balls, that 3rd ball still has to be on the court. He's going to kick it over to the sideline immediately. But he's got to keep it in play. Shot toward Mergler. Gets him.
Mergler calling himself out on that one. Moody taking a shot at Zanke that just goes a little wide there.
And we have seen some very close stuff happen in sudden death in this tournament. But not this time. You see Zanke and Sizravi close it out.
Rampage has taken the win. Congratulations to both teams for some fantastic dodgeball.
Yeah, and this is your 2019 Canadian National Champions in the men's division, Team Rampage.
And your runners-up silver medalists in the 2019 Canadian National Dodgeball Championships, Fury.
Prince Edward Island playing host to quite the tournament. And it's not quite done. We still have what should be a pretty awesome and similarly close women's matchup coming up.
That's right. Stay tuned for the battle of the two cities. Toronto versus Ottawa. Again, Valkyrie versus Kick-Ass coming up next on the live stream.
Yeah, and I think we're going to probably take a little bit of a pause before we see that, but we'll be back with you shortly. Stay tuned.